I am on my way back to Sweden now. It's been 2 weeks or something, and yeah, but we're going back. It's just for the weekend so far. I don't know. I kind of have a tendency to stay a bit longer, but yeah, we'll see. So, yippee! I can't wait. It's gonna be so nice. Right. I know I probably look like a turkey right now, but something exciting just happened. All of a sudden I hear this stomping in the ground, and this deer just runs like not right, but maybe 5 or 10 meters away from me, and then it stops like right there, and then looks because Gandhi scared it. And hunted it like this way, and then it was just there and it hadn't seen me, so I tried to get my camera and film some of it, but I don't know how good it turned out. Anyways, it was exciting. A deer was right next to me, and it was funny to be in the middle of it in a way, because Gandhi was just trying to hunt it by scent, of course, and after the deer went that way, I saw Gandhi coming and just running around in circles trying to catch the scent and hunt it down. Of course, he is 11 years old and doesn't have a sliding chance, so
make it easier to call you. I let myself give up, slip on solid ground so I can drown the thought of what I don't wanna think of right now. I gave in to your sense of direction, and you just walked all over me. So I can accept your offer for protection, but I don't wanna think about that. There's no point trying to trace my old tracks. I always love you most before you leave. These days I find myself wishing you to that night in Arizona. Hot as hell, but your airs kept me colder. Throw in the towel, I'll find a place to watch you fall. But I don't wanna think about that. I forgot how to forge my own path. I'll always love you most before you leave. These days I find myself wishing you even sleep dead on my knees. I'm writing songs about missing you, but it won't feel like I'm missing paradise when I'm missing
Nå, jeg synes, den er bygget lidt ud af, den her. Eller lidt. Okay, so everyone is sleeping right now. And so I thought I would try and fix this a little bit, because a while back we had like our whole yard around the house completely ruined by wild boar. So if you don't know, basically what they do is they tear up the whole like ground and grass, everything, to look for food. And that's what they did here, and they do that quite regularly. So I'm just gonna try and fix that, because in here, my small garden, because of the fencing, we can't really get any of the machinery in here to do it quicker. But it's fine. It'll be a nice finish when you do it by hand. Anyways. So yeah. But first I'm gonna feed the birds.
You fell into me and I didn't know what to do, 'cause you fell into me and I fell backwards too. But now I know how it feels to fall in love with you, and now I know how it feels, and I hope that you know too. 'Cause I never felt this way about anyone else. When fell into me. I didn't know what to say, 'cause you fell into me and you swept me away. And now I know how it feels to have a jelly to my peanut butter. And now I know how it feels to have my heart develop a stutter. But I never felt this way about anyone else.
So often when I walk around in the forest, like the old forest, it makes me think of this experiment that a man made with his strawberry plants. He was a strawberry farmer, and he wanted to see what could happen, or if anything would happen, if he paired his strawberry plants with mycorrhiza. Mycorrhiza is the partnership basically between fungi and and plants. So their root system kind of grow together in a way, and then they supply each other with different nutrients, and which is very beneficial for the plants, especially if they're struggling with drought or lack of nutrients in the soil. And then they can reach or branch out with their roots, root out a lot further away than they would if they only had their own roots. But the mycorrhiza can reach out like so far away. They can be huge. Anyways, yeah, so they have this very helpful partnership, and 80% of plants in nature has this partnership. Yeah, so he tried to experiment with his strawberry plants and paired them with different types of mycorrhiza and see if it would make a difference, and it did. Some of his strawberry plants turned out to grow bigger. Some of them would be more juicy, and others would have a more attractive, a more beautiful berry than another plant. So it turned out that depending on what type of mycorrhiza it was, it could change basically the plant and the fruit that it provided. And then later on, he also found that even some mycorrhiza made the plants more attractive to bees, while others became less attractive to bees. And I don't know, it just made me think that it's kind of crazy that you can impact a plant in that way, and how it can depend on what type of mycorrhiza is in your soil. Yeah, and it's basically everything, and it can even be like plants in your pots in your garden, or it can be these huge fir trees. Yeah. More experiments were made on other types of plants and not just strawberries, and it turned out that the mycorrhiza also could also impact the level of iron in salads and the amount of antioxidants in artichokes. And then another example is in Italy. I think it was 2013 or something. They did a taste test and smell test with a panel of experts who had a certain level of expertise within the field of bread tasting and bread making. So what they tried out was testing the wheat that they use for the bread. So they tested out with a mycorrhiza partnership, and without, and I also think different kinds of mycorrhizas. And then they, from growing the corn? No, from growing is it corn? So all the way from growing the plant to harvesting and to grounding it into flour and using it in bread, and the way they proofed it, to kneading it and baking it, etc., etc. From the first step to the last step of tasting a bread from from that flour, the judges could clearly taste and sense a difference on the bread. So the flour that had a mycorrhiza partnership turned out to have a much better and stronger, more elastic crumb and more flavor. Turned out to be a better bread. That's crazy. That even though something that gets so processed, there's still a difference. It just seems that plants are a lot stronger with having this partnership that's helping and supplying them underground. It just then when everything just seems so much more complex and alive in a different way. And I like that. I really like that.